Food security. Let me start with a fundamental message. Food security is a matter of national security. Even though the population in the world keeps growing, we have enough food for everybody. Sometimes the problem is a matter of distribution. It's not a problem of shortage. How come? Well, the reason is that all over the world there are farmers who do a tremendous job in feeding us 3 times a day, every single day. Because of the great invention of fertilizers, it's because of innovation. Farmers can do a much more efficiently job, more effectively, more environmentally friendly and more animal friendly. The progress in farming over the last century is nothing less than revolutionary, a tale of massive success. But now this progress is under threat. First of all, globalization poses a potential risk to food security. We all know that the world hasn't exactly become a safer place over the last years. What we learned from COVID is the importance of being self-reliant, the importance of not depending on other countries for essential goods. Food is the most essential good. If countries depend too much on other countries, when a crisis breaks out, this poses a massive risk to food security in that dependent country. The West is falling into this trap. We make farming impossible by introducing an avalanche of environmental rules. Then we go to non-Western countries to strike free trade agreements. Free trade agreements in which, by the way, the European Union also tries to tell non-Western countries how to manage their internal affairs, which I think is totally unacceptable. But in any case, the European Union is destroying its farmers with Green Deal policies. Worse, the system of investing is shifting. It is shifting away from the traditional method to assess the value of investments, which is whether they can generate profits. Very simple. Instead, the idea of ESG is taking root: environmental, social, and government. I view this as a modern type of colonialism. Rich financial institutions based in the West will tell you how to run your countries. And how? In accordance with the ESG principles, of course. This means you have to comply with the climate agenda, Agenda 2030, and its 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which in turn would lead to forced anti-farming policies in your countries too. We all know what happened to Sri Lanka when they implemented the ESGs. Let's please learn from that. The S component of ESGs stands for social. Well, it is social engineering because it means the financial institutions will measure the extent to which your investment plan incorporates, for example, gender ideology. Is that what you want? I don't think so. This is a type of social engineering that is undesirable and counterproductive. And just like the West is in decline because of this false ideology, so will developing countries see their development come to a standstill if you implement it. I don't want this to happen. Please say no to the ESGs, say no to the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs, and say no to the Agenda 2030. Do we care about the planet? Of course. But I don't believe prosperity is a zero-sum game. I think with policies based on common sense instead of ideology, smart policies in farming, but also on energy, we can all grow in a healthy way, and we can all benefit from technological progress for the good of all humanity and the planet. Let us, in our position of responsibility, strive for that. Thank you very much.